If you like our videos, consider checking out our Patreon. Hey everybody, Gunner Bird here. We're here with another one of the worst movies on YouTube. And this week we decided, since we noticed that California Balloon Films released or distributed another fucking movie on their YouTube page. Anytime that I notice something that they do or whatever, a lot of the times I'm like, fuck it, let's do it, because like I said, they are the ones that kicked us in the ass to do the worst movies on YouTube, blah, blah, fucking blah.
And we thank them for it.
Yes. So anyway, they've released another one. It is Enduring Destiny. Oh boy, this one's a strange one. This one's definitely more entertaining than fucking Shitter.
Hey,
Shifter.
don't step on my brakes, fucker.
So yes, this one is definitely different than fucking Shifter.
Yeah.
Nowhere Close was boring.
No.
I mean, it had its moments.
It has moments. But all in all, no.
Yeah, it's definitely entertaining in its badness.
Yes, the ADR definitely provided that.
And yeah, there's no budget to this one. Like Shifter had a small budget. This one looked like it had no budget. Yeah. So anyway, before we even get into the movie, we get this. An Enduring Destiny VHS being put into a VHS player. I should have just said VCR.
Whatever.
And we get the music video for the theme song. This is fucking amazing. Should I play the whole fucking thing?
Go ahead.
Alright, the whole fucking... I mean, they're going to hear it a lot. But the whole fucking thing here.
I'm sorry.
Do-do-do, do-do-do. Step on my brakes, baby. I'm enduring destiny. Don't step on my brakes. Don't step on my brakes. Don't step on my brakes, baby. I gotta be moving strong, moving strong. I'm fighting the fight called life, and I won't let go. The dreams of my past, the fire burns, my heart is always yearning. The clothes of my future rides on the edge of a hard-working man. I'm enduring destiny.
Don't step on my brakes!
Don't step on my brakes.
It's gonna be in your head all fucking day
The most
though.
boringest song in the world. Don't step on my brakes.
The times keep on changing. People, places come and go. And no one gets out of this world alive.
Yeah, but that shit is gonna get stuck in your head.
Yeah, it's fucking. It is awesome. It is fucking awesome. I love it.
You know, and throughout this, when you're watching this dude act, you can't help but think he's somehow related to the dude who played Rod in Birdemic. You know what I mean? Just his acting ability, his stiffness, the delivery and shit. Oh, it's great.
So,
They shouldn't step on his brakes though. So.
the ending of this song video is fucking amazing.
You gotta hold on to your dreams. And never let go. Don't step on my brakes. enduring destiny.
And now we get the actual fucking movie starting now, where this paper boy is delivering papers, and we get to see that paper, which is the worst fake newspaper I've ever seen in a fucking movie. It's cut out with a fucking printed picture behind it, the headline, fucking awful, but fucking great, again.
You're like, yeah, I believe that he's number one in the wrestling.
And then it has the dude here, don't step on my brakes himself, Max, going and saying goodbye to his mom because he's going off to school.
Wait. Did you pack your toothbrush?
Yes, Mom.
Come give your mother a proper goodbye.
I love you, Mom, and you're the best.
Mom looks awfully tiny in this large kitchen.
Yeah, well, she also looks like she's like 2 years older than Max.
Right.
And Dad, which we'll see in a minute, not.
No.
Dad is Kmart Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, a little bit.
But anyway, we still haven't seen Dad yet. So he walks outside and he says goodbye to his wigged girlfriend, fucking Jessica?
Yeah.
You know I'd stay here. It's just that they're up.
You have a full ride wrestling scholarship, I know.
Exactly. I can become a CIA agent like I've
You've
always...
always dreamed, yeah. Max, you're a great athlete, but as far as those CIA dreams, you better not be checking out any girls.
Sweetie, we are going to get married.
Oh, come here, you. You should probably get going. Your dad's waiting for you.
All right, we'll see you later.
Bye, Mrs. Kenner.
Bye, Jessica.
It would probably look good without the wig, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why they had the wig, but
I don't know.
But I don't know why they had her. We'll get into that way later, though. Because, you know, the original, after the credit, whatever.
Okay.
It doesn't fucking matter because
Right.
Dad and fucking Max are driving in a car, and they're talking about how Max always wanted to be CIA and all that shit.
Ever since you were a kid, you always wanted to be a CIA agent.
Oh, yeah.
I remember having to push you to do your math homework. You and your fingerprint duster, a magnifying glass, trying to solve the latest missing person report.
How time flies.
You used to sneak out at night with your flashlight and do, what was it that you would do?
Watch out for the
Bad
bad
guys.
guys.
The delivery is what's the great.
Oh, fucking A, dude. And, like, the creepy hand on the knee that doesn't fucking, like, you know, they fucking linger on that shot.
Yeah.
I'm like...
And at times you're like, are these people from Canada? The way they talk, it's crazy.
Well, all the fucking license plates say
always
Michigan,
wanted
so...
to be in CIA.
But also, it's like that's also because it's dubbed all completely.
Hard.
So, like, you know, they gotta try to match, which they did not do a bad job of matching the actual words to the lips.
No. But
I mean, it was
the
all
emotion-
unnatural sounding as all fuck. But
The emotion must have been.
There was no emotion.
There was no emotion. It was just reading the lines. Yes, I would like to be in CIA, Dad. Well, good for you, son.
and then at the airport, Dad and son say their goodbyes.
Well, I guess this is it, son.
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks for everything, Dad. You'll always be my greatest coach.
Max, good luck.
Yeah.
There goes my boy.
Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye, son.
And then we cut to wrestling practice.
Wrestling.
And of course, Don't Step on My Brakes is over top of it.
Don't step on my brakes, baby. Come on, wrestling is moving strong. Keep the lever. Come on, strong. Bend your knees. Come on. I'm fighting the fight called life. I won't let go. Come on, keep your chin up. Yeah.
If you took this to a college that has like wrestling, you know, college wrestling, and tried to play that over the PA while they would probably kick your ass for trying to do that.
So anyway, yes,
Yeah,
Coach Thrashman here is telling off dude, Max or whatever.
Max.
Who do you think you are, huh?
I'm sorry.
Who said you could talk?
Look, I'm sorry if I did something wrong.
Mr. California, on this team, I am God. Go do 50 laps. You are gonna wish you were never born.
Oh, beat his meat. The one that likes to beat meat.
Yeah, we didn't get to that.
But he likes to beat his meat hard.
But what we do get to cut to is a shower scene, and not the kind of shower scene we were hoping for.
No.
We cut to this shower scene with this dude doing this.
Suds up the soap and suck down the booze. Woo! Yeah, boys, it's Friday night. Aye! Woo, 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 woo.
Friday night!
It's Friday
Yeah,
night.
scratching the skin off his back with his back scratching. He was like,
So
a lot
then,
of coke going through there.
and then we cut to Max going to meet his roommate, Bernard.
What you doing?
I'm calculating in abstract isomorphisms with an inverse logarithmic function to graphically measure a set of binary operations in a trichotomously conjunctive automatism, here represented by variable A.
Okay.
And then, conversation happens, doesn't really fucking matter because it's all delivered fucking stiffly and crappily.
Yeah.
But he convinces Bernard to go out with him.
You should come out with me then.
Oh, I don't know.
Come on. It's way more fun than doing icicle metaphors.
Isomorphisms.
Whatever. Come on. There'll be pretty girls there.
On a date?
Well, to the sci-fi house,
Oh.
because they go to the sci-fi frat house and play beer pong and stuff like that.
Yeah. With the dude with the sexiest 70s sound.
Yeah, Kmart Big J Okerson
Yeah.
here. He's like, hey, baby.
Yeah, it was like Billy D. Williams smooth with it.
It's your turn, Max.
So, how many wrestlers are in the house?
Right now there's 6. The other 24 are not athletes. Ladies, as you can see, this man is an athlete.
And then blah, blah, fucking blah, the nerd sitting there watching nature titties. So I shouldn't even have to...
We do not have to blur out nature titties.
I shouldn't have to, no.
No. They're all natural nature titties.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I
know.
mean? But whatever. That's National Geographic. So I guess in the way to get away with it, when we go to show this, breasts. We should... breasts. I love them so much. But you should put them like, I started drawing a little bit. We should put a National Geographic thing underneath. Like, ha! Can't do it. Whoa, we can do it. Anything. But they might catch on after a while.
So, anyway, we now cut to wrestling practice and like a montage, a training montage with guess what? Don't step on my brakes!
Don't step on my brakes. Don't step on my brakes, baby. 'Cause I gotta keep moving strong. Moving strong.
And yep, they just had to keep pounding that shit in there.
So then blah blah fucking blah, we cut to this kid and his dad at the gym where they notice the big college wrestling star with the spray painted green hair, Sid Butcher.
Sid Butcher.
So the kid wants an autograph, goes up for said autograph, and this is what happens.
Yeah.
Can I have your autograph?
Oh yeah, sure, man. What are you gonna do?
Let's just get out of here, Timmy.
What a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Get lost.
Yeah, I'm sure some sports douches do that and shit. But, douche move.
And then I think it cuts to years later because Max is driving around a Mustang and whatnot and everything else. And then we see Sid out to eat with fucking Jessica or something.
Well, he had
and-
like a new house or something. A bed with like the leopard blanket on it. Like, so they're trying to portray like he's doing pretty okay.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to show. But they didn't have any kind of... They could put like a text thing up saying 2 years later.
Something.
Just not just cut. You're like, wait, what?
He's got all this. You're like, whoa, all in a day. Way to go. All because nobody stepped on his brakes.
So then we cut to Jessica telling Max that she now goes to this fucking school. And
she's become an official stalker.
But let me fucking just say that the delivery in here is just as fucking awful as the rest of it. But I do love... Well, here's some of this.
Jessica, what are you doing here?
Max, I go here now. I'm a freshman.
Finally convinced your parents, huh?
Yeah, it took a lot of begging.
I bet.
You look good, Max.
And you too.
But I do love how they cut back like twice to Kmart Big J Okerson, just like.
Jessica, this is Jake. Jake, meet Jessica.
I believe we've already met.
She's like, we know each other, remember? And he's like, yeah. It's like, does that mean that Big J drilled it in?
So blah blah fucking blah. Max and Jessica are on this date.
Anything for you, sir?
Yes, I'll have the escargot with the shrimp cocktail blend and a bottle of your finest wine.
Fine choice. I'll be back with your orders.
When these two dudes with masks come in.
Oh no.
And he thinks it's for him because they were talking about doing a kidnap a brother thing.
Yeah,
and it's not what you think. It's kidnap a sorority brother, not kidnap a black dude.
No, that's what I thought at first, and I was like, they're going racial.
But yeah, he thinks it's for him, so he dives under the table and they take Jessica.
No! No! No!
Like, where are they filming this? West
And
Virginia?
he's not too worried about it because he goes and stands at the window forever like...
He did.
He could have fucking did something.
He watches how the van's driving off, and then the waiter's standing.
Yeah, the
next
waiter
to him.
comes up and says this.
You're not running out on your bill, are you?
Can you see my girlfriend is being kidnapped? I'm sorry, but right now, rescuing her is more important.
Yeah, but he's like, basically, he's like, oh, it's more important to go help my girlfriend. Well, why didn't you move during that, like, 30 seconds of not doing fucking
like,
shit?
"Look, somebody has taken my woman, put her in a van, duct taped her up, gradually got her in there, shut the door, got around, got on the passenger side, and this whole time I'm telling you this, they're gone."
So, he goes outside, and the waiter reports him dining and dashing. Not the kidnapping, but he reports that.
Hello? I'd like to report a theft.
And then, dude runs out and steals this kid's bike. And what I do love is great. Pay attention. The fucking ice cream is not ice cream. That's definitely Play-Doh, but we'll get a better shot of that in a second. So he steals this kid's fucking bike.
He
So
could have made it more on foot. I don't know why he stole it.
I do love to see, like, he's chasing after him. He's like... and then this cop's fucking, like, getting involved. So the kid that had the bike's dad, comes up and says this.
Some idiot just stole my little sister's bike.
What do you look like?
He was tall, and he wore dark dress clothes.
Thank you, son. I believe that's a suspect I'm looking for.
And you're looking at the ice cream like, yep, that's not ice cream, that is a shitload of Play-Doh.
What kind of asshole skips out on his bill and steals a little girl's bike? Son of a bitch!
So, fucking Max finally catches up with the kidnappers, right? He's riding right fucking next to him, and then he gets hit by a car.
A cop.
Shittily.
I think it was the cop that hit him.
Well, I don't know. It was a car, whatever.
Right.
Yeah. He gets, but it's fucking shitty.
It's shitty.
Because he's just laying there. And then he wakes up in the fucking hospital, which doesn't look... I mean, they did a good job.
That
like
car should have stepped on the brakes.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, now he wakes up in the hospital, which is definitely not a hospital room, but I guess they did a good enough job with taking, like, random, like, things and putting it around to make it, and stuff like that, because it's way better than Neil Breen's fucking hospital room.
Lord. Anything's better than Neil Breen's anything.
But what is great is I love how, like, the edge of his bed, like, the rail that they have on hospital beds is just the underside of, like, one of those tables where the legs fold in and out.
Right. Keeps ringing the bell. Nerd.
Hey, Max is calling you. Aren't you gonna go see him?
I'm just fed up with that guy. He is getting out of here today. There's absolutely nothing wrong with him, I can assure you. He's probably just complaining about the food again.
But dude, I was thinking, if he was hit by a cop, don't you think he would have been arrested for, like, the theft? Like the dining and dashing and stuff? But no, he just wakes up in this fucking hospital. Yeah. And then he finds out that fucking Sid and Bam Bam Bigelow here are were the kidnappers, because they come into the hospital and whoop his fucking ass with a fucking hammer.
But he was like, and he was going, and
then it got straight from that to the doctor telling him that he'll probably never walk again.
I am afraid to say that you have to stay in this hospital indefinitely, Max. Because of this bike accident, you may not be able to walk again in your whole life.
He's like, somebody come in and hit you with hammer. you die. You know, wasn't it wait, he woke up in the Hindu dude, the Hindu doctor was talking to him.
Yeah, right? Saying he would probably never want, because it was all echoey and stuff like that.
Doing in and out shit.
And then we cut to Max's mother and Bernard's mother talking, and Bernard's mother is like the person that's in charge of financial shit or something at the college.
Yeah.
And she tells Max's mother that he's going to lose his wrestling scholarship.
I'm very sad to inform you, Mrs. Kenner, that due to Max's condition, his wrestling scholarship will most likely be pulled.
Do you really think so?
I do, but there is some good news. There are a lot of financial resources out there that can help Max.
Well, that's good, I suppose.
Delivery on that was fucking amazingly wooden.
Yeah, he probably never do it again. I'm afraid his wrestling career is over.
And then we get to see another shitty newspaper when Bernard's mom tells Max's mom about getting a live-in nurse.
Thank you so much for telling me this. Max is going to have to give up something, like his car and other luxuries. I'm going to call this lady first thing in the morning. She seems like a very nice lady and the kind of person I want to take care of my son.
Will Max be staying in the fraternity house?
Well, with his lease, he has to. And this lady will live in his room with him. That's all there is to it.
And then we find out that nurse is Coach Thrashman's fucking wife.
One less sci-fi punk on my team. You must be loving it, darling.
Oh, yes, honey. I'm moving in with the subject next week on Monday.
Just make sure you keep that under lock and key, honey.
Just remember to keep that outstanding reputation of yours in check. After all, the success of this family depends upon
Can you
both
give me
of
a
us.
beer out of the fridge, hon? Did I tell you I bought some cheeseburgers?
The Thrashman, he beats his meat with the pipe at night in his kitchen.
So,
with no shirt on, with his belly rippled round.
We still haven't got that far yet. So the nurse is hired to take care of Max.
Right.
So she's wheeling him around, and he has the biggest casts ever on his fucking legs. They're like this big.
Legs on his fucking...
Looking like the fucking Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
You're like, do you need that much cast? Fuck. And this bitch is just cold as balls about everything.
They get back home to at the frat house because she's living with him at the frat house.
Right.
And she goes over their contract and the fine print and stuff, and this is some wooden ass fucking shit right here.
This contract states that I'm here to take care of you in these quarters until the end of the semester. Spring, fall, and possibly further if we come to agreement between the other parties, i.e., your mother and father.
What are you talking about, Peggy?
I'm talking about the fine print.
But surprisingly, Max's acting got a little better as it went. A little bit, his delivery got better.
I guess. And then they talk about bedtime and all that shit.
It is policy that a university caretaker set a reasonable bedtime, so as to make sure she is rested, fully functional, and able to take care of a disabled person's needs. Max, that time is 9 o'clock. I, Peggy Thrashel, am to be in this bed at that time. It is to be void of any persons, objects, or uncleanliness of any kind. 7 days a week until May 10th, when the semester and my pay calendar ends.
So then...
She's like, you're going to sleep with me, on top of me, naked. And we have one blanket that barely covers us, but we'll make it work.
So, Max leaves the room and runs into Kmart Big J Okerson, right?
Right.
And he's like, what's up, man?
I was just on the radio playing the 70s.
But they have, a little fucking, argument thing here.
Thrashman's not that bad of a guy, once you understand his methods. He's just a little strict sometimes. What you'd call tough love.
Tough love? Is that what you call tough love? Jacking someone up with a sledgehammer?
Max, what are you talking about?
Where the hell have you been, Jake? Thrashman's been paying the goons off. He wants to rid the team of sci-fis for good.
What do you mean?
I mean, Sid and the goons took out my legs. You know what that feels like, huh? To be permanently confined to a wheelchair?
No, Max, I don't understand what it's like.
Yeah, you know something? Why don't you understand this?
And that leads to this. Them falling down the fucking stairs.
It was the greatest thing ever. You know what I'm like? Jesus Christ, he's all broken and twisted. But no, he was just sitting down there looking at her like, dick, you know, like.
Yeah, they're perfectly fine. And then Thrash Man's fucking wife pushes the fucking wheelchair down the steps, and it gets all slow motion-y.
Max.
What has gotten into you?
So, like, fucking Big J has to pull him out of his giant Michelin Man fucking legs out of the way right before the thing comes down. And neither one of them kind of react to the fact that she threw that fucker down.
You heard that too, right?
I heard that too. The hell was that?
So from that, Max finds out that the nurse is Thrash Man's fucking wife.
Jacob Conway?
Miss Thrashel.
I haven't seen you since winter.
Yes, it has been a while.
Wait a minute. Thrashel? As in Coach Thrashel?
Yes. Jake comes over when the weather's bad to shovel the snow. For 4 years, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You've been doing this since freshman year?
Well, hey, it's kept things status quo. No problems, right?
Yeah, till Thrashman throws you out like yesterday's garbage.
That's my husband you're talking about. I'm not going to stand for this.
The Thrash Man.
And this is where it cuts to fucking Thrash Man whacking his meat. I know, his fucking old man, fucking titties and bellies fucking flopping everywhere. And his wife calls and asks some fucking questions and stuff.
Is it possible you were out of line when dealing with this one?
What?
We have a reputation to maintain around here. You better be on top of things.
Don't question me. I know what the heck I'm doing. You planted the tracking device, right?
Of course. There's no way I would have agreed to him leaving my sight without it. So that means the subject is all yours, correct?
Every step of the way.
And like right in the middle of his beating his meat session, you know what I mean? And he's like, you know, and it's so gross, like you're gonna do that and you're all sweaty, you know, sweat's pouring all over this meat as you're hitting it.
And your fucking body hair is flying off.
I know. Ugh.
So Max and Kmart, Big J. Okerson, right? They go to the hot house to find Jessica, and she's not there. And this scene, once again, is fucking amazing between this random frat girl and fucking Max and shit. I'm just gonna fucking play this bit of dialogue.
I'm looking for Jessica Bateman.
Yeah, she was here for a chapter meeting a few hours ago.
Do you know where she is?
She said she was going to the library to study for an exam.
Thank you.
I think you better stay away from her. You're lucky she hasn't pressed charges against you and your frat brothers for kidnapping her and dumping her off at the side of the road.
No, first of all, they were pledges, but it was not them. It was Sid Butcher and his goons. They kidnapped her on our date together.
I don't want to hear it. You better get out of here before I call the cops. Asshole.
Fucking amazing, dude. You know, seriously, I don't want to give too much shit to Shifter, but fuck, dude. This is so much more entertaining. At least in the way that we enjoy these bad movies, you know? Because, yeah, like, you know, bad movies could be either, one, fun, or two, boring. Yeah. This one, mostly fun. Shifter, mostly boring. So,
and yeah,
I don't know why. I keep just wanting to stick that knife into Shifter.
Right?
This one's better. This one's better. This one's better.
Don't stick the knife in. You don't need to twist it. Shifter was poop, but it wasn't the worst poop I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was just boring. Poop. So anyway, Max and Big J are walking down the street when CIA Leahy shows up.
Oh my god.
Which is friends with Max and stuff. He says Max is going to be his like new partner and stuff later on and all that shit. But
you're going to be in the CIA. And I'm like, he's acting like he's already in it.
Yeah, and then they leave already. No, and then they leave together.
Wait. They left already, and then they leave together.
I said, well, because you said already, and I don't know why I repeated that, but whatever, it does not fucking matter.
In your brain said goes, and you're repeating shit.
So then we cut to Jessica and Sid Butcher in the library, right?
You want to say Sid Vicious.
And they're studying. Oh, don't give this fucking dude that kind of fucking credit.
I'm not.
I mean, you really shouldn't give Sid Vicious any kind of credit. Really couldn't play the bass, was a fucking junkie, and killed fucking his girlfriend.
I meant the wrestler.
Oh. I was thinking of like, you know,
No.
the Sex Pistols bass player.
Jesus,
my mouth's all
Coons.
fucking mush mouth this morning. Blah.
Should have done your tongue and
Me moo.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
Me moo moo.
Mm-hmm.
La.
Tiger face, lemon face.
So whatever, what was I saying? Jessica and Sid Butcher are studying together. Sid tries hooking up with Jessica.
My Max could kick your ass.
My man beat your ass. Like, your man's in a fucking wheelchair.
With giant Michelin legs.
Yeah.
You know, he's not doing anything. All because of Joker Pud here.
So up pull CIA Leahy and Max, and they go in the building, but they can't because of this.
I'm going in. Want to wait here for me?
No. I'm gonna kick his ass myself.
Sorry, Mac. The handicap ramp's round the back of the building.
Damn it.
That's pretty shitty, but huh, Max? The handicap entrance is in the back.
Yeah, down the handicap dude. Yeah, how you gonna go around the back so you ain't stopping shit?
So,
You know?
Leahy get CIA Leahy.
Some POV shot of Leahy going into
the study room where he arrests fucking Sid Butcher.
Yeah, Joker.
And then it cuts to, like, you know, the police station where Bam Bam Bigelow, Sid Butcher are in there, and then we got, like, a Ron Kuntz, like, fucking door
that
joke.
comes, you know, it's
but
more like
it's way better than Ron Kuntz's.
Yeah,
At least there's more effort put into this
there
than
was a
fucking
little more
Kuntz.
effort put in.
And then we get to see Thrash Man getting arrested.
Calm down.
Hey, don't make us get rough with you. Bite me.
Yeah, good for that. Yeah, well, at least he got the beat as me, you know, and sweat all over it.
And then we get to see fucking Nurse Thrash Man getting arrested.
Oh, she was a man, all right.
So blah blah fucking blah. We cut to the hospital where Max is getting his casts removed, right? And his legs look like James Caan for fucking misery. But the doctor sprays him with some shit, and the deliveries of pain from fucking Max is fucking great.
Awesome.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Ow. Ooh. Ee. Ah. Ooh.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, and guess what?
We get a montage.
Max is back.
I'm back.
Breaking the fourth wall, looking us square in our fucking eyes and saying, I'm back!
And I was like, I didn't care if you were here in the first place.
And then we do get a him getting healthy montage, you know,
Yeah,
some jumping rope
some
and some
jumping
shit
rope
like that.
and some, you know, he's out in the snow with the log and he's going down there, he's pulling a fucking thing with rocks. And
No, that was Rocky.
Oh, shit.
But anyway, it cuts to this big wrestling match, right? And, you know, there's some fucking shit going on. It really doesn't matter. But Max has this little moment with his dad that's great.
Excellent job out there, son.
Thanks, Dad. You'll always be my greatest coach.
Fucking awesome. And then we get fucking credits.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, oh, this is over. Not too bad.
No, it's not.
It's not over because first, before anything else, we get this amazing song over top of the credits.
Right.
Frat guys always do it like they don't give a what? What? Frat guys always do it like they don't give a what? What? Party all night long. Play my favorite song. Party all night long. Baby, baby. Cali girls do it better. Cali girls do it better. String bikini and the surf and the sun. So much fun. So much fun.
Fucking awesome. Why do I love bad songs so fucking much?
I mean, ever since watching all this crap, dude, we started to love this horrible shit.
Well, I kind of thought over the years I have kind of fucking realized I have always kind of been into shitty stuff. I just couldn't recognize it when I was younger.
I think that was the same with me, because I'd find myself loving this shit.
So, and then, this still not the end, because it cuts to an original fucking scene.
Yeah.
With, like, the original voice,
right,
and a different Jessica.
Jessica, what are you doing here? Max, I go here now. I'm a freshman.
You finally convinced your parents, huh?
Yeah, it took a lot of begging.
I bet.
Why?
Yeah, well, I can see why they dubbed it.
I know,
Kind of.
I can see why they
I mean, I
dubbed
would
it
have
with the
rather
sound.
preferred to hear the original sound, even though it has
Yeah, me
a,
too.
and the cars and stuff in
So
the
I
background
understand
and
why
stuff.
they did it.
Yeah, but yeah, why do you have a different Jessica
Yeah, I was wondering that.
with like real hair?
Wow. I don't know.
And then you think it's over. It's not fucking over, not yet, because now we get fucking storyboards and pre-production notes with "Don't step on my brakes."
That's my brake. Don't step on my brakes. Don't step on my brakes, baby. 'Cause I gotta keep moving strong. Moving strong. I'm fighting the fight called life, and I won't let go.
And that goes on for like 3 minutes, and then it's finally over.
And at this point, I just wanted to step on the film and stop it.
Step on the laptop!
Make this movie stop!
So yeah, all in all, I had a good fucking time with this one. You definitely need to like watch it with somebody else.
Yeah.
At least one other person. You gotta have some alcohol. You gotta have some fucking drugs. You gotta have all that shit to make it fun. 'Cause, I mean, if you were sitting there watching it by yourself, I have realized throughout the years, if you just watch a bad movie by yourself, it kind of sucks. You gotta have at least one other person to be like laugh with.
And why
or
not
something.
choose marijuana? It's a good friend.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you need that and at least one more other person.
Yeah, I know, but
So anyway, I'm going to put the link to this down in the description below. I highly recommend at least giving it a fucking shot.
Yeah.
You know, I bet you'll watch the music video and be like, yeah, I'm in. Just kind of like I was.
It wasn't one of those ones that made you, it wasn't the one that made you go outside and go, "Curtis, you California balloon to the moon."
So, all in all, that's that.
Yeah.
For good or bird, this has been another one of the worst movies on YouTube. Don't step on my brakes.
We weren't too cruel.
No, we weren't cruel at all.
No, we were not.
Actually, seems like this is like the nicest we've been.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, we weren't exactly as we're saying. The dude fucking is off, like his delivery's awful and everything else. But that's why we loved it. Or liked it a lot. I wouldn't say we loved it. It's no goddamn fucking Get Even or The Room or Miami Connection or anything. But it's an enjoyable little fucking bad film.
Enjoyable, it's out the way.
Yeah.
Your husband will have to answer for his crime. He's guilty of conspiring a major act of violence. Now I'm stuck in this chair for the rest of my life. But you know something worse? I'm stuck here with you the rest of the semester.
Why are these dumb jocks? Why do they always get the girls?
Cali girls do it better. Cali girls do it better. String bikini and the surf and the sun. So much fun. So much fun.
You have a very great son, Mrs. Kennedy.
Oh, thank you.
He's a brave young man, and you should be very proud of him.
I don't know where he gets it from.
I'll make sure that Max has a top position with the agent.
Well, that sounds fine. As long as he finishes his schooling first.
Don't step on my
Ah,
brakes.
you piece of shit. I knew you were going to do it.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be doing it right now. Right now.
Don't step on my brakes, baby. 'Cause I gotta keep moving strong. Moving strong. I'm fighting the fight called life, and I won't let go.